NXT TakeOver 30 takes place this Saturday, and the show will return to Full Sail University. I think this is the first time they've done a takeover there in like 4 years. TakeOver is coming back home for its 30th anniversary, and they couldn't have picked a better place. And even though there probably won't be many fans, but it does. It's cool. It's very nostalgic. You had the first show. Before you even had the TakeOver, you had the Arrival show. The TakeOver show took place after the Arrival show. They had the Arrival show, and that was the first event on the WWE Network before you had WrestleMania 30. And of course, this is NXT TakeOver 30. So hopefully this 30 is as good as WrestleMania 30. Although I doubt it'll be as good. You have 5 matches announced. You have 1 pre-show match. I think the pre-show match is, I'm not sure if it's going to be taped or it's going to be taped for an NXT show. But you have Breezango, which is Fandango and Tyler Breeze taking on Orny Lorcan and Danny Burch, and Legada de Fantasma, Roel Mendoza, and Joaquin Wild. This is a triple threat tag team match to determine the number 1 contenders for the NXT tag team titles, which there's no tag team match on the show, tag team title match. I'm going to go with... I'm not going to even list this because I don't even know if it's going to be on if I'm going to even see it. I'll go with Legada de Fantasma, whatever. I think they'll win. Now, we get to the main card. Here we go. You have we'll start with the non-title matches first. I think, even though I don't think that's going to be the order, we'll start with that. You have Finn Balor taking on Timothy Thatcher. So both these guys failed to qualify for the North American title, so I guess they're getting their own match. This should be good. As to who wins, I think Finn will win. I do. I think this will probably be the opener. Maybe they might start the ladder match to start off hot. I think maybe that goes second. I'm not sure. But I think this would probably be the bright match to start the show off. I think this will be a solid matchup. Finn Balor is what he is in NXT. He's not going to be a top star there. He's going to be used as a veteran who's going to help younger talent. That's the kind of position he has. It's almost like the kind of role that you would see a WWE veteran when they bring them back to the main roster. They lose more than they win, and they're here to enhance the younger talent rather than get a big push. That's what I think they're doing with Finn Balor. I think it's sad. I'd rather see Finn Balor on the main roster, but this is what they have him do. Timothy Thatcher is a solid, young, up-and-coming star, but I got Finn Balor winning this opener. Next, we go to match I might be the most curious into seeing. I really want to see this. It's Adam Cole against Pat McAfee. So this has been one of the better built-up feuds of the year. I saw the classic segment now on Pat McAfee's show. I don't watch a show, but I saw the segment on YouTube in which him and Adam Cole went back and forth. And then McAfee, I think the whole thing was McAfee was talking about Adam Cole having to use the Undisputed Era for help. And I think the whole thing was Adam Cole got angry about that. Then Pat McAfee insults his size. Cole starts dropping F-bombs, and they set up the match. And they did the angle like a week ago when Pat McAfee punt kicks Adam Cole. Like he used to be one of the best punters in the NFL. He punts Adam Cole in the head, KOing him. This is going to be an interesting match. I think you'll have Pat McAfee's three football players he was with. AJ Hawk was one of them, and the other 2 guys. They'll be there. I think they'll interfere on the match. I think they'll be there. But also, Dennis Bear will be there too. Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish. You'll see them. And I think there's a chance Dennis Bear turns Adam Cole. And I think they will turn Adam Cole, but I don't think it's in this match. I think Adam Cole wins. I think he beats Pat McAfee. I think it'll be an entertaining match. But I do think you'll see the Undisputed turn on Adam Cole sooner than later. Next, we go to the match that's going to be chaos. The North American Championship is defended in a 6-man ladder match. You have Bronson Reed taking on Damian Priest, Cameron Grimes, Johnny Gargano, and Velveteen Dream. I guess actually no one's technically the NXT champ. It's not being defended. And it's kind of ironic that it's vacant and they need a new champion because the first time they crowned a champion was, I think, a couple of years ago and on the TakeOver show when they had one of the best ladder matches in WWE history. I think it was on the New Orleans show. Adam Cole won that match. That was just an insane ladder match. It was just chaos. It was crazy. It was one of the all-time great ladder matches in WWE history. I don't think this can be as good as that because I don't see anyone who's that good in this match to be on the level of we saw in the talent before that. Of course, you have Gargano, who's great. You have Velveteen Dream, who's really good. But, Bronson Reed is solid. Damian Priest is solid. Cameron Grimes is very good. It's one of those things where I look at the match and... Or I think I said 6-man. This is a 5-man. It's an odd number to have, but it's a 5-man ladder match. I think I said 6-man. It'll be really good. I don't see the two guys. I don't see Velveteen Dream winning this match at all. I don't think so. Not just with what's going on in his personal life, but I don't think they want to put the belt on him right now. Gargano, I certainly don't see winning. So those are the two most established stars. It's going to come down to one of the other three: Bronson, Reed, Damian Priest, or Cameron Grimes. They could go with Cameron Grimes. It wouldn't surprise me. He was pretty entertaining in the on NXT this past Wednesday when he was sitting on top of the ladder. But I don't think it's going to be Cameron Grimes. It's going to be Bronson Reed or Damian Priest, one of the two. And I had trouble picking one of them. I think they can go with either one. They could go with Damian Priest, but I'm going to say they go with Bronson Reed. I think he's the better one. I think he's the better choice. They could have him and Priest feud with it for the future of the belt after this, but my pick is Bronson Reed to become the new NXT North American champion, and I'm sure this will be a fantastic and chaotic match. Next, the NXT Women's Championship is on the line as the champion, Io Shirai, defends her title against Dakota Kai. And of course, Dakota Kai is going to be accompanied with Raquel Gonzalez. I wonder how she's going to get involved here. Will Raquel Gonzalez get involved? Of course she will. What kind of a fact will she play? I'm sure she'll play a big one, but it's not going to be enough for Dakota Kai to win. I think this is almost a lock of the night. I like Dakota. I think she has talent. She can be a star. Maybe not a top, but I think she can be a name on the main roster. But she has no chance. This is a lock. Io Shirai is not losing to Dakota Kai. Io Shirai, maybe she feuds with Raquel Gonzalez after this. I guess the other, was it Robert Stone and Aaliyah might be there too. But she'll keep feuding with them. She could continue, I guess, maybe. But I'd like to see her feud with Candice LeRae after this, or maybe Tegan Nox. She beat Tegan Nox already. I don't think this match will be as good as Tegan, because Tegan and Dakota had a really good feud. They had a fun feud. I enjoyed it. I think Dakota won the feud, but Tegan's gotten a couple wins over her recently. I don't know. I don't know. I think Tegan might be a little bit better than Dakota, but maybe not. This will be really good. Io Shirai is great. She's probably the best female wrestler they have. It's between her and Asuka and Charlotte and Sasha. Those four would be the best female wrestlers they have. I think Io wins, but it'll be fun. I guess crazier things to happen by picking Io Shirai. I'm pretty certain she's going to win. This is the lock, in my opinion. Now we have the match I think is the hardest to predict, which is the main event. The NXT Championship is on the line. The former North American champion and current NXT champion, Keith Lee, defends his title against Karrion Kross, who's of course going to be with his girlfriend, Scarlett, former Scarlett Bordeaux, the Smoke Show. I love Scarlett. She's just so fucking hot, I have to say. Karrion Kross is lucky. Karrion Kross, I've known people who know him. I don't know him personally, but he's a really nice guy. He's super cool. I'd like to see him win. Keith Lee, I'm sure, is a really cool guy too. He'll have a good match. And this is not the kind of match we get in NXT. This is a big man match. This is two guys beating each other up. And, we have had great wrestling matches in NXT, but we haven't really seen, two titans, two really big jack guys fighting each other and beating each other up and having a brawl. And this is going to be a battle. It's going to be a fight. They're going to use weapons, I think. Even though it's non-title, I think maybe not weapons, but I think it's going to be more of a fight than a match. I think this is going to be a war. There might be blood here. It's going to be crazy. They're going to beat the living shit out of each other. It's two monster guys. It's going to be a great matchup here. Scarlett might get involved. They might do something. And I don't know who's going to win. It's very hard. It's very tough to predict a winner here. It's one of those things where you can't... It's so hard. That's why I'm looking forward to the match, because it can go either way. It's a 50-50 coin flip. Here's the thing. Keith Lee just won the title. You're not going to beat him. He just won it a month ago. He's going to have the shortest title reign. People don't want to see him have a short title reign. They want to see him have a good, long title reign. He's going to lose the belt quickly. And Karrion Kross, you can't beat Karrion Kross right now. Are you fucking crazy? He's one of the best acts you've had in years. We know how much Triple H is behind Karrion Kross. If I were to predict if one of the guys is going to win, I'm going to predict it to be Karrion Kross, but I'm not going to predict him to win. I'm not picking Keith Lee either. I am picking this match to get out of hand. It's going to be a battle. It's going to end in a no contest. And they can get away with it. It's not full sale fans or real fans. It's just wrestlers in the crowd. It's going to be a battle. I think it gets out of hand. I think it goes crazy. And I think no one wins. I don't think they're going to have a winner in this match. And again, I've said this before. They've done this before where they've had, two guys fight and then set up a bigger match on the next show. I think that's what's going to happen. And I don't think you can't win. It's hard. You don't want to take the belt off Keith Lee this soon, but you can't beat Karrion Kross this soon. It's a really hard thing to do. But they could do it, but I'm predicting it's a no contest. The match gets thrown out, they battle to a no contest, and the feud continues. And that's my predictions for NXT TakeOver 30. It takes place this Saturday.